Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Civ 6 Forever War. In our last episode, we took over Nicomedia and we are pushing against Adrianople. So we are being pretty relentless with our push. I don't know. I probably don't have enough to fully commit, but I think it's worthwhile to keep the pressure hot, keep things going. Also, we're running away from some city-state guys from Ashkaban, and we're also just prowling around and just taking out this guy too, or presumably trying to. Alright, so I'm thinking I might change my mind about sending this guy to help him. I might send the spearman to help. I don't know. We'll see. There's another turn coming. This spearman has to come over here, though. Alright, so this is the worry that he links together down here. So we are going to have to pull him back. But we can simply move over a little bit, start the bombardment. I'm a little bit nervous about him just because he can step forward and shoot, and he can also shoot. So we're going to have to keep in mind that can happen. But if we position him here, we can pillage this for health on our next turn. And I think he'll survive. So we can also do that. Yeah, they'll have a hard time reinforcing the city without taking damage from our city here. Also, we now have horses, or we're about to be acquiring horses, so that's good news. Yeah, we have our new spearman, who is going to join this fight. I think it would actually be better if we cross the river. We will be attacked, but only by this guy. If we go here, they'll still follow us, and we'll have to fight anyway, and on less favorable terrain, so going here is still good. Okay, now we have our capital to think about. We can build a trade route if we want, and if we look at our available trade routes, going back to Pella from any of these cities is going to be pretty good. Building a trade route is basically the equivalent of making one or two tile improvements. So that's pretty nice. On the other hand, there's also the question of, can we do better than that? I think we need one more archer before we make that decision. Alright, I think I will rescind my idea of sending him up to fight that. I think this guy by himself, perhaps with the help of the spearman, might be able to do it on his own. So we have... Alright, he's waiting. We're going to fortify him. And now we have the ability to improve tiles over here. Are we going to have... Alright, we won't have that anytime soon. We will eventually. But in the meantime, I think we can come up and improve this tile. That's going to be good. And let's keep going around the mountain. We might have to turn around and go back if this is the what we're facing. Yeah, this guy has a lot of units. Alright, and we're just probing with this guy. We're very likely to meet somebody if we keep going this way, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It actually does kind of confuse their AI when we're just at war forever with them. It's pretty funny. Alright, so we're going after... He's going after this guy. We've had a pretty serious flood in Kandy, which is going to take out a lot of our infrastructure here, but I think it will be okay. Alright, we got our first great general. Great. I think what we're going to do... Can we relocate him? Yeah, let's put him here. Alright, we can wipe out this guy. Or severely injure him. Let's pillage to heal. Let's... This is where the questions come, because we can potentially kill him, but it's possible that he might step out and shoot him. Actually, no, he can't, because that's a hill. So never mind. I'd rather shoot him and give him potentially the chance to get a level, which he has now done. So that was a good choice by me. And we'll just have this one level 3 guy attack here. Keep the heat on. Although the presence of this archer is a problem. Okay, we have a guy here. But thankfully we do have an archer. Although I don't really care about... Well, killing him is not that important in the scope of things. So I'm just going to move these forces forward. And we're going to come over here and attack him with our chariot. Even though our chariot is injured, I think we can do some good there with him. Okay. You come here. And you come here. We're going to be defending ourselves against that. We'll have to repair a lot of this damage. We'll want a dam here eventually, I think. So we're seeing some... actually some potential land to settle. Remember, we are on level 2 disasters, so... Or level 3, rather. So it could be serious to have a problem here. This would be a good campus, actually. And if we put a aqueduct here, which we can't, so never mind. Let's see what else is going on in this area before we... Actually, you know what? The campus here would be boosted potentially by a commercial hub here. Or it wouldn't. But yeah, it's good to just experiment with different layouts. Like this right here is pretty strong. If we were to say put a aqueduct here, that could be strong. Yeah, I sure do love playing me some SimCity. I think I'd rather do that. We lose one level here, but we have a +3 thing. So, but anyway, that's very hypothetical. We're plotting well ahead of our current time. Okay. We're going to have to loop around back. He might end up getting outflanked and hurt, but this guy will be fortified. We'll see what kind of things happen here. We have a promotion opportunity. Now, we could move and shoot, or we could take the high ground. Let's give him the defensive thing. We don't really have anyone with that. This guy... If we give him... Yeah, that should almost entirely heal him. We'll hit the city again. I'd rather have him hit again too. So we'll do that. And, oh, I should have done something with him, because if I put him here, that's going to give everyone around him strength. Forgot he was there for a second. Oh, okay. So we do need to... We really need to start some district building, but we can't yet because we don't know what districts are. We are going to need a granary for the city to grow. I think we currently have enough units. I say that. So what we need to do here is we need to recognize that this is a significant problem. If he moves here, these can both attack him though, so we're going to be a little bit cautious about moving him forward. We are going to hold firm. Let's see. Yeah, it's best to be conservative in our running away. We don't want to lead him back to us, though, so we might have to do some loop arounds, waste his time. So what do we want to build here? We do need the government plaza here, but that's not a concern for this location. I'm thinking we could get an internal trade route up. I think that actually would be not a terrible idea while we're saving for the ability to make other things. So we'll put this guy back, let him rebuild, and I think I'm willing to send him up. And yeah, this guy can fortify here. And we're just going to continue along the way. So let's see what happens up here. We have another archer. I'm a little bit worried that he might die. He did die. That is a fairly serious problem. He is generating quite a lot of units pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is everybody moves a little bit closer, and we're going to make him pay for that by removing the existence of this fellow. And giving him less targets. Alright, so he's dead. We have the city surrounded. Let's step over here. We might be able to pillage this trader. I don't know, he's going to move a tile, then we aren't going to be able to do it probably, but we now know the other city's up here. So let's just check. He has 3, so there's no more secrets. So we will keep on pressing. And that's the end of this episode, and I'll see you next time.